Day 15 is too many days. That's 2 weeks of camping. I guess I'm eating apples. Not a great diet, but like... Okay, so I still need the pump room. Yeah, so yeah, that's the plan. I need the pump room and the coat room today. Also, I got this. Brass compass, gems, key. 2 gems, 2 keys. That's a good start. I like these things. And it's all packed in little bits and stuff. Alright, so it's time to do my room effect launch before I set out. One way or another, it'll probably do something. Alright, what's it gonna be? A shrine with all my no money, a hovel, and a root cellar. Oh, that digging I won't do! This thing is killing me. This thing is so evil. It makes me sad. Do I spawn it? Do I spawn it again to get maximum loot and hope I can get just one shovel? Or do I cash in my extra steps to be able to summon whatever I want? But then my 6 gems I start with are useless? Starting with 6 gems is good. That's a pretty good start. I think I'm gonna go for the root cellar and hope that I can find a shovel to make it worth it. Is it ever worth it to come in here? I think only because there's 4 places to dig if I ever come back outside afterwards, otherwise I'm just wasting 2 steps. Which I did. Huzzah. And so we set out once again. Okie dokie. Let's go right this time. Semi-arbitrarily. Opening with a corridor is a little cursed, but it does go straight instead of turning immediately. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. It just does feel better to use a corridor in a later area. Ooh, immediate coin purse. For even more money when I get money. But first I need to find money. Whap whap. Oh, these are bad. Okay, a chapel will let me go right, and I don't have money yet. Pantry will really cut off the entire right side of the map. If I can loop around to the other place, then I won't have to worry about losing money. Oof, there's a dig spot and money. Let's avoid picking it up so far, because I don't need to pick up money yet, and I can pick it up when I'm leaving, probably. What? Foundation? Oh? This is what happens when you approach the side of the building that has the elevator on it? Oh, that's where the doorways are. They're at that height. Oh. That's an arcane system right there. So if you open a doorway against the back of the foundation, it becomes usable. Wild. Okay. Huh. Good to know. So now I can go that way. It's tempting to grab the money now because I might come back through the foundation, but if I don't, if I create a dead end, then I might... Okay, let's see what direction this door goes in first. That severely affects the possibilities. Okay. Reading nook. Always draws a library, yeah. So security makes sense. Get this out of the way early. In which case I'll probably be able to grab the money and leave and not come back this way. I'll go through the foundation. This might be a mistake. Oh well. I did get the bonus in the coin purse, so... Bonus money? Minimum security level. Offline unlocked. There we go. Because like always, we want to encounter as few locked doors as we can. because I can't open them yet. But the moment I can unlock them, it's, yeah, max that shit out. Why not? Guest bedroom in a dead end. Let's do that. Because the parlors and stuff can still be a way of linking. Keycard. God, the loot is so random in this game. Okay, let's maximize that security now. I have the keycard. God, I only get this like every 5 days. It's so good to get. There's a little delay where you have to wait for each phase of the text to populate, otherwise the inputs don't work yet. Alright, so I want to go left, but preferably also straight. Okay, I would like the spare green room, but yeah. Going forward would also be good, but we want to connect to the foundation at some point. I want to see what the fuck happened. And it is good to progress this particular system. It seems to get stronger as it goes, since it then spawns multiple effects at once. So now apples are stronger and I get 3 steps. So just all step-oriented RNG. It's funny, it feels like RNG. It's technically just the universe being so complicated in its forces that it's hard to remember or predict. But it's actually moving forward at a very specific and fixed rate. The RNG just being whether or not you spawn one in the first place. There are so many places to dig. Give me my shovel. What's this do? Is it scowy? Is it super scowy? Is that the basement? What does this mean? It opens the basement door. Does the one door open every basement door? Does the foundation just let you leave the maze in the middle of the maze? Because, like, I already saw 2 foundation doors. I mean, I guess I don't know if they were the same door, the same basement door, and now, because now I've seen 3 basement doors. I assumed that I was just on the other side of the same one. The one by the fountain, the one under the fountain. Oh, upgrade disc. Lock. Lock. Yeah, I should have this one already. Oh, my book's not out. Let me whip it out. Gotta have my book ready. Do all my writings in that. Alright. Oop, okay. I guess this just calls the elevator if I'm stuck. So I guess this must become an alternate entrance into the mansion if you want it. If you go outside, you can use the basements to come into the mansion via the foundation specifically. Which might mean you can even then... you get there if you accidentally locked yourself out. It's a new entrance with multiple paths. Essentially a second entryway. Although a disappointing one in my case because it's pretty close to the entryway. So that kind of sucks. If I knew more about its power, I'd probably try to place it further north. Because now it's distinctly notable how it's particularly useful for how it's not. It's like another entryway at this, or it will become eventually a second entrance hall. So it would have been good to be further away than this, but oh well. Things I can't change. And the whole game is about discovering shit on the fly. Let's see. A hallway for a key is always good. Drawing room. It's a little early to have the drawing room, I feel like. Let's nab up that spare key. The pantry for the free money. Got some money now. The nursery would be a little rough. Would give me a lot of steps, but also just like, what do I even need steps at this point? Dark room I can't fiddle with quite yet. Corridor? 'cause I just don't know if I want the dead end from the nursery. Cot and coat. Den gives me more access to the left side of the screen. Looping back to the other side, two sides of the entry hall, potentially. Oof. Like a sledgehammer, please. How many keys do I think I'm gonna get? It's such a gamble. These can be strong, and these can literally even pay for themselves, making them free. There it goes. It's a key. A silver key. Okay. Pilot. Plot. Pilot and plot. Okay, hang on. Fucking finally, damn. I don't have the one north of here. Oh, I don't have the north door open right now anyway. Alright. Want the hall so that we can go in every direction. There's so many dig spots. Give me my god damn thingamajig. Alright. It's gonna be a dead end. It's her ladyship's chamber. Next time you enter boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. That's wild. That's pretty strong, and it's rare. My code of contact screams that I should place this because I've never had it before. I haven't placed the boudoir yet. The boudoir. I don't want to make a dead end here necessarily, but I've never had this room yet, so I feel like I should spawn it. Walk-in closet has the bonus benefit of also giving me 3 gems now. There also might be lore here. And it's the White Queen. I guess that makes sense. It's called Her Ladyship's Chamber. Her Ladyship White Queen. I originally double-spaced this page, but we reached the bottom, so now I'm going back and putting them between the previous ones, because there's a lot of chess pieces. We'll see if this ever actually comes up. I mean, there's evidence it will, because of the chess piece puzzle. Does it never end? And it's an ingoing spiral. This looks like how they drew orbits on that one map, even though it's not how orbits are supposed to work. I wonder if it's a metaphorical thing. Queen, car and card, it's this one. A harp. Little ballerina. Locket. It's got that kingdom, that realm's symbol on it. The one that looks like a hourglass or Black Widow. Recurring faces. Another upgrade disc. Oh my god. Her ladyship's diary is locked. I must have to get her diary key specifically from somewhere. Wherever it might be. Not like in the locket or something. Done with here for now. I do not get this one. Let's see. This is the most southern one that I don't have figured out yet. The Vile Bath. Just because I'm trying to commit to writing down what the ones are that I don't get, just so I can think about them on and off every now and then, instead of just having to be reminded where they are in real time and then consider them in the moment and then not get it. I still don't really get that one. Silver is more likely to make one with multiple... A room with many doors. We're against a wall, so it's not the most ideal spot for that. Not a bad place for the garage since I have a door right next door anyway. This will give me 3 more keys. I currently have some gems and no keys. More dig spots to stress me out. Big oil spill. Do I have this one? Yeah, rain and grain. I think I don't have power yet, so this doesn't work yet. So not a bad run to try to get car keys in. But please give me the shovel. This specific building baiting you into wanting the shovel and then making it really hard to get is like so cruel. The passageway. Oh, these are all dead ends. Oh, I should have used the... Alright, I can't use the silver key unless it's locked. So the passageway gives me access to locations, everything else closes me off more. Do I have access to this for free? The laboratory. Do I run the dice here and hope for the best? I mean, it's better to spawn it than not to spawn it, because we don't even know what's going to happen each time. But let's maybe see if I can find dice before I come here. Drawing room. That's not bad. That might be my best chance. Use the drawing room and then try to RNG the room here by getting to at least draw a second time. That's the best I'm gonna get without having a bunch of dice, I guess. I have some money. I don't know if they would sell out the commissary or not. I could try this one. Just try not to use the special key. The Chamber of Mirrors. Another chance at that. Ooh. That is exciting. Might be hard to get though, unless I can go through the antechamber and the door is still open. I guess we'll find out the hard way. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know if I can get to the other side. It sucks having incomplete information about stuff like that, but I don't know if the doors to the antechamber stay open permanently or not. It cost me a key. Boiler room? No. Observatory. Oh yeah, you can spawn because you can spawn it again. So I guess spawning the Chamber of Mirrors was kind of a mistake because it makes it harder to draw the specific card I might have narrowed the deck down to. I guess the Chamber of Mirrors is kind of bad for your playthrough. Because it can make it so that you don't have control over what's left in the deck. Because there's now duplicates. Commit to the plan. Yep, no boiler room. Alright. Well, coat check though for the basement key. Now I don't have to worry about whether or not you can get to that room at least. But just like that, I've more or less lost the RNG on both the lab and the hollow mirrors this time, so that sucks. I've got the basement key though, so I go back down to the foundation, which I have to do now, I think. I can go to the hallway technically. In fact, that's my last remaining gap. Might as well check the lab for loot while we're here. Just work, please. Yep, it's red. Oh, I can do my upgrades here. Wasn't thinking about that. But it is exciting. I think I have 2 again. The closet. Just the regular closet. Probably give it more items or something. Plus 1 extra item if drafted adjoined to a hallway. Plus 2 extra items if drafted adjoined to a bedroom. Plus 4 extra items if drafted adjoined to a red room. Ew. The empty closet sounds cool at first for plus 4, although I wouldn't want to deal with red rooms like that. But it has 0 base items, so it only works when you attach it to the red room. You lose the closet as a benefit for the future. That sucks. Am I more likely to make it attached to a bedroom or a hallway? I'm trying to think. It's not super uncommon for me to attach it to a bedroom. I don't know if it's more common for me to attach it to a bedroom or a hallway. I do associate the idea of constantly putting hallways in the middle of the map-ish. And bedrooms often snaking around the corners and dead ends, and then sometimes I end them with a closet. It's unclear. Overall, you do still gain the base too, which is good. See, this is a downgrade. These are both upgrades that are conditional. This is a conditional upgrade at the cost of a huge downgrade. It's not even more items than the bedroom outcome. This is +2/+2, and this was just +4 or 0. That's brutal. Yeah, I think I'll go for this one. It's a bit thematic to have a closet attached to your the bedroom. That could be a lot of items. Watch me unlock upgrade for an item I've never used. Billiard room, okay. Speakeasy. Basic edition. The math is just easy forever. It's just an easy mode. It has an easy mode. Break room. If you call it a day in the break room, tomorrow will begin. You'll begin the day with the staff key card. Oh, fuck. Okay. Pool hall adds great hall, foyer, and secret passage to today's draft pool. I don't know what those do. Fuck. Can you only get those rooms from this or from something else? That's tough. I really want the break room. Because, like, you can end the run whenever you want to. So, like, if you're potentially having a good run, but you have the break room on the map somewhere, you just go there on purpose when it's time to call the day, instead of running the clock out, and then you'll start the next day with the staff key card. You could potentially just maintain a loop of always having the staff key card, which means that all security doors just are forever no longer an obstacle. Which means you just want to turn up security as high as you can, as soon as you can. That's just really appealing. I don't know what I'm missing out on with those other rooms, but I assume they're not unique to that exclusively. But I imagine there are rooms that are helpful for getting around, like the secret passage probably is. Is that the same secret passage that gives you the ability to choose what category the next room is? Or is it a different passage? Not entirely sure. Beaker. They're called beakers in addition to vials. What's that one I had? Vial bath. It's the bathtub. Beaker. Baker. I don't know. I don't think I can turn beaker into a word that sounds like bath either. The question is, do I keep playing the hallway like normal? Do I keep playing the level like normal and then use my basement key when I'm done with this run? So I don't know how separate it's going to be from the rest of the run. I'm just kind of leaving the map. So on some level, I feel like maybe I should keep this run going as long as possible, unless I'm about to run out of steps or something, and then go spend the foundation at the end, maybe. I never successfully connected back to the entrance hall, so I do need to go through the chapel to reach the entrance again. Dead end. Not a dead end. Yeah, hallway for the extra key. Maybe even 2. I'm always paranoid about what secret items I'm missing. Really I like having a metal detector. It's very nice. Alright, we need the pantry to not be a dead end. I have a lot of steps right now. More steps. The second observatory, that's very funny. The walk-in closet's the thing I get a bonus for, but it might trap me, which would suck. But the storeroom is worse. The observatory is the best chance of me continuing. I want to place this walk-in closet because I get 3 gems for it. But I don't want this tangent to end right now. Does this give me a second? It does. Oh, Jesus, 5 gems. Okay. Diamondus Major. Okay, I got gems again. Wow. Cart chart. A key for every bedroom would be a lot of keys, but we're running out of rooms. Break room. It's good to generate the break room for reasons I said before. It's just that these are dead ends and I'd lose access to most of this area or have to depend on the foundation connecting. I don't love that. But at some point am I just building more castle for the sake of it? The longer I keep it going, the more chance I have of being able to build crazy stuff, but I also might just fill the entire screen with logistics and never do anything with it. That's obviously a downside to trying to survive. Bedroom closet. Only gets a bonus if you were attached to a bedroom. Yeah, parlor lets me keep going. Library lets me keep going. This lets me draw some. This lets me spawn something that's rarer, and I have 5 gems, so I can afford it. Do I have this one? Cliff and Coat and Coast. EPCW Pump System User Manual. Pool Series 8. Gene Ribbon, Paul Withers, Simon P. Jones. I'm always included on this. It's currently November 21st, 1993. I guess the day probably keeps iterating upwards every day over time. So if I check out the same one again, it'll have a new date because a day is passing each time. The EPCW pump system is engineered specifically for the luxury requirements of today's indoor, in-ground swimming pool and spa. The EPCW system is also expandable, allowing you to use multiple pumps to control the water flow and volume to several different designated tanks and aquatic house features, be it aquarium, fountain, or good old-fashioned swimming pool. Water level indicators, source indicator, yeah, we know this stuff. Whether using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub for the EPCW system. The panel's fitted with a number of buttons equal to your home's needs, one button for each different water source in the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from a source if its corresponding button is selected. After you have selected a source using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will initiate water flow to and from one of your supply tanks. We know how to do all this so far. A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to blah, 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 blah. So you do this back and forth thingy. Yeah, recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. We know this stuff. Yep, set flow direction. Oh. Quick start guide, 1, 2, that's it, that's the whole, okay. So there was no secrets in here. I was hoping to figure out how to access the, there's like an extra tank in that room that didn't seem accessible. And maybe I'm just missing how to do it. But I thought that maybe it would be included in this stuff. Hello. The bonus book, the bonus windows that always show up when you're on an external wall. changes here. Most checked items, shovel. Basement key. Okay, these are weird totals there. My favorite floor plan is a hallway. Can't seem to... It's strong! Connects 3 rooms, doesn't cost you a gem, and gives you a key. Most drafted is den, pantry, hallway. That makes sense. They'll give you things. Most paid for, security. Yeah. It only costs 1, but I try to place it every single run. Most time spent in security. Uh-huh. What are contraptions? Lockpick kit for 10 gold. Maybe one day the laundry room? I think I've still never placed the laundry room or the greenhouse or the rotunda a single time. Yeah. Classroom, highest grade 4. Alright. It's good for them to remind me which stuff I've never placed. Although I do usually recognize that I've never placed it. Launder money. I assume it means that you can store money in the laundry room, and then if you spawn the laundry room again, you can then get the money again in a future run. Although given that I never placed it before, the outlook isn't great for that working out, which is funny. Freezer! Freezes your accounts. Money and gems amounts will not reset at the end of the day and cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Jesus. That's powerful, the fact that it makes your money and gems hold over till tomorrow. But it sucks that I then can't do anything today. That would suck. The laundry room's one that I'd still need to place, but I'd like to keep the room going. Commissary will let me get something, maybe even a shovel? You dick. Shovel. It costs 6. Sleeping mask will give me more steps. Whenever I enter any of those chambers, which isn't amazing actually. I've placed fewer than I thought, although I can place them going forward. It's shoveling time! It's a lot of steps. An oversized turnip, so you can get food from these. It's mostly been only a handful of things. Maid's chamber is evil. Courtyard. Courtyard will be a dead end, so I want the den for the gem, and for it to not be a dead end. But yeah, getting the Hall of Mirrors really screwed me over here. I didn't plan that out well enough. It might still be doable. I might still be able to access it if I go up to the antechamber and it turns out to still be open. But, you know, the audience knows whether or not there's hope there already. Well, some of you do. Other ones haven't actually played the game yet. And there's just along for the ride. Discovering this the same time I do. I basically need the passageway. We're not going to do the lab and boiler room, so it's not going to help me connect them. This makes me almost guaranteed to fill the remaining map in the top corner here. Let's try to... Oh, cool. And this one's free. Security. No! It doesn't connect to the Hall of Mirrors. I might as well call the mail room, because then it'll give me a package for tomorrow. Order placed. I guess that's fine. But now we're definitely doomed on the Hall of Mirrors. I guess not entirely, definitely. Coupon book. Oh, it's so easy to not know that that's an item. It just blends in. We technically don't know we're doomed because I don't know for sure whether or not the Hall of Mirrors actually locks you out. For me, I needed every single door to work last time, but we haven't actually had another chance to test it. The breaker room is useless to me this run, I think. Technically, it opens the garage. Otherwise, it's pointless, I think. Turn off the gym. That always doesn't hurt to summon the parlor. Just keep playing this game. The other 2 boxes are true. The other 2 boxes are blue. So you're not true. And you're not true. So you're true. The other 2 boxes are empty. It's you. Well, that was easy. Watch me be wrong. I move a little too quick and overlook something and embarrass myself in front of everybody. Nope. Not this time. I'm running out of keys. Fuck. Chance to spread money. A major key and a minor key, and I get to check out the music room finally. Let's do that. I like to generate new rooms. They might even have an upgrade in them. Minor key, major key. Yep. The phrasing there is very funny. Major key, minor key. Because music. But it's clear what they mean. Because there's regular generic keys that just open on whatever door, and then there's super keys that do special things. Getting a silver key is probably the most boring one you can get, but it's still better than not a silver key. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. The half note held is quite the pun among the scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea in bold words sung, I do repeat. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due, and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. White pages lined with melodies to hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. I have no idea how to read sheet music for the notes there, or the keys, and also wasn't really concerning myself with the timing of it. So bold letters, something's up with that. First, words on the another page. Okay, so we're missing pages. I was focused on reading it correctly, so I didn't necessarily internalize it. So these are the key, but half the pages are here and half of them are missing, far flung. The half note held is quite the pun. A message hidden beneath the keys. Bold words sung. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek. Okay. So many pages of notes. Music sheets clue. Ah, oh, it keeps resetting in the weird direction. First words on the, and they said half, so there should be 4 more pages of these. It's wherever they lost the rest of the music. I assume it's in like the music class. Would be a reasonable place to look for it. I don't remember if they found a music class. It says white sheets. These are yellow sheets. I don't know if that's on purpose though, or relevant to the thing. Crate and create. I still think that's what that is. Yeah, because off by one letter the correct way. The workshop. Ooh. Combine inventory items to create new items. That must be the contraptions. And the far room is locked, so it does not... It does reset. Alright, so I never had a chance of getting the chamber of mirrors after placing it there in the first place. Good to know. Can't get these rooms at all, but we got most of this filled in. Go back to the foundation and hallway to these ones, the entrance hall to those ones. But this must be the contraptions. So you can combine two items to make something new, but what? Oh, page 8. Immediately, huh? So page 8 is message. Is it that you make a music room and then it scatters the remaining pages throughout the entire mansion so far? Or did I just coincidentally draw music? I don't remember music sheets ever being in the game before. So I think they were created just now. I thought the other half might be in the music room. It looks like they're here. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. W. Or is it an M? Oh, a lever. Definitely more than one place to get that then, huh? Grindstone, a hacksaw. Upgrade, please? Every time I get a new room, I'm always like, is there a floppy disk around here? The true box does not always contain the prize. Oh, it's just it's them designing that puzzle. Got it. Yeah, we already know that the true one isn't always the one that has it. In fact, there's no particular correlation. Do I attach the broken lever to something to make it stronger? On book. I'm a little scared that I might break something that I like. Let's use my two least favorite items, the compass and the coin purse. I mean, the coin purse is nice. But what if it does something? No. Compass and shovel is fine. Okay, so only specific combinations will work. Compass only combines with shovel. Shovel combines with broken lever or compass. I mean, it'd be nice to upgrade the shovel if it still does shovel things. I just worry it won't. Sleeping mask does not upgrade with anything. Okay. So basically the shovel can combine with the broken lever or the compass, and that's the only options. I can literally only combine shovel with something. Maybe the compass will make it get better loot? A dowsing rod? Does it shovel though? I don't know. I don't know what I just did. I might have just lost my shovel. While drafting, dowsing rod points towards rooms that may contain more items today than usual. I lost my shovel, didn't I? It doesn't do shoveling anymore. That kind of sucks. Damn it. Well, I'm not gonna... there's literally shoveling in the room and I can't do it. Fuck. I passed that up by accident. Damn it. I thought I'd upgrade the shovel. It just became a completely different object. Alright. I assume I haven't removed the shovel from the game, at least. But just this one specifically. There's not even that many rooms left to build. So it's just kind of a lame result. Alright, well. We learned that this exists. At least there's that. And a lot of my learning is painful in this game, in that it goes about as bad as it possibly could for me in terms of affecting my run. Do. I don't even... Man, I just got the shovel right here. I shoveled like twice. It was expensive. It's such a downgrade. It's such a downgrade. Back here. The dowsing rod just isn't that helpful. I'm out of keys. Can't open this door. It seemed to point at all of them and then stop. Does the bedroom have what we're looking for? It has an apple. I guess that's an item. Once again, don't have keys. It's not a very long trip to go back to the entrance hall, so I might as well go fill that part of the map in and see what we get before I go down here and use the basement key we have. Look at all these shovel spots. I feel like the shovel has just become the running gag of this playthrough. It's just here to torment me. The vault! Ah! Maybe I can place the vault and then get a freezer? That could be nice. I want the vault regardless because we've never gotten to spawn it before. Oh, I get even more from the coin purse. So much money. Saturday, November 21st. Can't look at any of these. Yeah, hopefully I can spawn the freezer to... Okay, the vault has a white rook. I don't know if they're all useful, but I do think that this game has made me, has resulted in me taking the most notes I ever have for any video game, since I started this journal for note-taking. Because I've been using one bound journal for note-taking for years now. Don't know about before that, I don't remember, but usually I don't have to take a massive amount of notes for almost anything. Although for the witness, a lot of my problem-solving was digital. Is there anything to actually do in this room besides... make $40 plus change, plus interest? I think that's it. Spawned the vault one room deep into the room. Great security you got there. Music room is a way to get keys, I guess. The parlor would give me gems, though. The further near the beginning, we're less likely to spawn locked doors, but I definitely can get screwed. I want both of these. I want the parlor because I want the 2 gems, so I can probably generate the freezer to make this money last until the future. But I want the keys because I need to be able to open more doors if they're locked, or if I can open all this stuff, use the keys to open up the rooms we don't have access to right now up north. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. Just as always true. It could still be true sometimes. gems are in the white box could be true, but this one that says white box is false. Statement on the white box is true. Statements with the word white are always true. In order for this to be true, everything has to be true. Trying to think. Something has to be false. One of them has to be wrong. This one is saying that everything is right, so it has to be wrong. Which means this one's also wrong, because it says that one's wrong. But this one could still be right. It just says that they're in the white box. I don't know if I'm missing something here. Yep, got it. Okay. Ding ding. Sometimes the rules just feel a little goofy. We're like, what am I looking at? Kitchen's dead end. Courtyard takes a gem away. Yeah, gotta hope for the best. A sledgehammer? Do I know it? If that's the thing, I could have probably mixed with something else. Have I even seen another padlock? Padlocks are weirdly rare. Like a sledgehammer could easily just be completely useless in a particular run. West Wing Hall will give me the best chance to generate 2 more rooms. Depending on gem cost. Storeroom's good. I don't need the steps that bad. Oh man, I'm realizing now that it's hard to keep everything in my brain at once. I might not be correctly keeping an eye out for music pages. God, I went from here all the way down. Yeah. Damn it. I was supposed to be scanning every single room for music pages. It's hard to juggle short-term and long-term goals and everything at once. Ah. Because they could be in any room. I generated it into a nearly completed building. They just specifically won't be in these rooms because they're done. 2 items, but only if attached to a bedroom. Don't know what items. This is the one that guarantee gives me key and gem, which is nice. Okay, so now I can open... Yeah, this bedroom door. I couldn't see it very clearly because it's purple. I guess on my way back, I'll keep an eye out a little bit better. Or any music sheets that might have not been here the first time. Is that one? Oh, my allowance. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted daily allowance to use while at the estate. If it's convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here at the entrance hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I assure you I am personally overseeing the estate, that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect from us. Anne Babbage, house manager, so she's here. I've not been getting my allowance. Whoops. I have to collect my allowance manually off this table. I learned to stop looking at this table because I usually have everything going on, but yeah, now I'm getting a package each day, or at least many days, and allowance every day, so I need to remember to pick that up. Though it's not the end of the world because it's probably just $2. We're running out of house. I'm hoping I can generate a freezer. In part because I'd like to look at the freezer. And in part, because I'd like to take advantage of the effect. Parlor. Did I ever make a break room? So I don't have a break room either, do I? The chance came up once. That's rough, because that would have given me the ability to get my key for next run. You double check each room to see if there's music in it. Even though it means, unfortunately, walking into rooms I've already investigated. Because I think I got scattered among previous rooms the way scattering works. I lost all these dig spots. Bedroom's right here. I guess there's nowhere else I'm going to use a silver key. The pool would give me access to, potentially, the pump room, and if I get the pump room, then when I go down onto the foundation, I might find that it's the wrong height, and I could actually come back and adjust it, potentially. These other two are pretty useless. It's just that this one costs a gem, and that makes me a little sad. But who cares at this point? Key. Only I could store my keys, too. The reading nook. The greenhouse. Alright, let's generate the greenhouse finally, even though... so it makes you generate more green rooms. At least I get to generate it? That's a new room at least. I'll settle for that. Metal detector. Oh! Broken lever. Alrighty, I found the third one. It's in the greenhouse. So now we know the 3 rooms that have these 3 levers, assuming they're always in the same room, which would make sense because they keep being in rooms that I haven't placed so far, basically. And the broken lever is not that hard to get. I get it a lot. I wish I got tools I want to use half as often as I get the broken lever. There's a gem in this flower. It's a fake Lego flower. Got it. Silly as fuck. Uh-huh. Do the gems help the flowers grow? Is that a science that you did? Page 5. The word is sheets. First words on the blah sheets. Blah message. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away these sheets you find, a worthy trade. The trees inside will never shade? This one mentions trees and gems. Are they all placed in thematic locations instead of randomly generated? They must be in specific locations because this is a room that didn't exist at the time, so they didn't get scattered between past rooms. There's a series of specific locations they're put in. Clue you hold cannot be paid with gems or coins, so toss away. I wonder if it's telling me that I should go to the commissary to get a sheet because of the trade message. That's interesting. The room to the antechamber just opened isn't accessible. So we're SOL there. And there's not much else going on in here. It's a glimpse at the outside world and a couple gems. But the main thing is that this is one of the locations that still contains the lever. So we found all 3 levers almost back to back. I might check the commissary to see if a page is there before I turn in and just check out the basement key situation. I'm being a bit wasteful with my traversal, but we have a ton of steps. and I'm basically done with this entire building. Unfortunately, I never generated the freezer, so I can't keep my money for next time. So the vault was pretty useless. I could buy everything at the commissary, but why? There's other places that involve trade, so it could have been those places. Salt shaker, why not? Now I bought everything at the commissary. Maybe if I come back after I bought everything? Nope. There's no other things that color, so I think that means there's no other shops in the entire map. Yeah, I don't know if I have a clue on where to look for these items then. So many items right now on my character. Don't like the dowsing rod, I'm so bummed by that. It probably wouldn't have affected much in this run, given how things turned out. Now I can't save anything, but I'm still just annoyed that I didn't get to dig everything up. It's just my ongoing crisis every episode. Just let me use my shovel, man. At this point, my audience is gonna think I'm just like really into shovels for some reason. It's like, no. It's just the game specifically keeps conspiring against me. I thought I was upgrading my shovel. Like, which upgrade do you want for your shovel? Maybe it'll make it dig more loot up and find it better or something. I'm so annoyed that I did not place a break room. I'm pretty sure I didn't. It's a lot of rooms to manually check, unfortunately, when you're trying to, like, be sure. I'm pretty sure I haven't. And I think I never generated a walk-in closet. I had one opportunity, but it was going to ruin my setup, so I tried not to do it, and then I am constantly punished for trying to plan ahead and make more space. In some of these cases, I really just got to prioritize that room and just ruin my layout, because sometimes you don't necessarily accomplish anything. But right now I can't be too angsty about it, because I definitely generated new rooms. It's like we're still getting new rooms, we found the last lever. We're accomplishing things. And now I can finally open the basement key door. I look so short in this room. Doesn't currently say permanent. Makes me a little nervous. Little statue. What is that up there? Does that require you to power in this direction to cause that? What is that? It's green but not attached to anything. Do I have to attach a battery pack to that? Can I not go anywhere down here? Did I just put this off for this long and there's nothing to do? Except maybe that? I don't know, I can't interact with it. I don't... Okay. Oof, I was nervous. You move this around. Anything else around here? Okay, that can move back too. Okay. Oh, I was like, I don't understand. Why is it hyped up this much and then you don't do anything here? Okay, it's like a little game of unblock me. The little car parking game, or the block sliding game. Okay, now we can get around plenty. Some of these blocks look weird. Hello. I wonder where I'm trying to put that. The floor looks weird here. Is the whole room tilting? It is, okay. Oh, like it's giving me that effect of like being in the Willy Wonka room. The hallway that gets short. Just wondering what our goal is. This looks like the piece of wall that was in the garden. It has that Hanna-Barbera effect where it's like it's a different color, which really makes it feel like it's gonna break. Like it looks like a bombable wall in a video game. Oh, I can go up here. Okay. It only goes forward and backwards. Was there a ramp in here somewhere? Seems like it's your goal to connect those over there. Moving around a bit. Ooh. You okay, Mike? I heard a staticky noise, like something was wrong with my headset, and that's worrying. How do I go higher? Any ramps? This is where it might be useful to re-block some of these passages. There's no jump in this game. Nothing's very rampy around here. Might need to bring it all the way down here. Like, I don't see how to get past this. So I can push that towards us. This almost looks like it's too high. Maybe. Oh, that seems alright. But then over here... Oh, can I push that all the way down here? If this one gets a bit more out of my way. Really is just unblock me. I don't know if that's called unblock me. I've just always called it unblock me because the particular phone app that I played on my phone like 15 years ago was called Unblock Me. But it's the one where you have like the sliding tiles that only go forward and backwards, and there's one that needs to go and reach the exit. And it shows up in so many games like this. Alright, I've trapped myself. So I can go over the top of these. Carefully. Down the weird stairs. And we can nab this guy up. Which seems like it only goes into one place. So now I can go all the way down there. The one platform might be enough already. "100 Bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Antechamber entry controls. The north lever is underground. West is the secret garden. South is the greenhouse. East is the great hall. Okay. Getting this information as late as physically possible, but okay. North is underground. That makes a logical sense. So the last one I get is somewhere in here. So maybe you only need to find one of the ones in the other directions, then the one north lever, and then that's enough to get in. Add that to my notes. Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Is that related to when the... Oop. I wonder if that relates at all to when the author disappeared. Did I gain anything by getting in here? Might write that down just in case. 100 bells. Sandy Heights. 5 p.m. Don't know what that means. There are clocks in this game that move in sort of a real time. Waiting for 5 p.m. specifically would be agonizing. Going to get over there to that weird button, maybe? It might be doable. Because I don't think I can push one of these all the way down that weird wall piece. Maybe something I do in this room will make that burst open. It just really looks like it opens. I'm real careful these probably just barely connect in certain ways. This part's a bit tenuous. Oof. Oof. Button. Oh. Ooh. Neat. Just in case let's not trap myself in here. Still haven't opened up the weird piece of wall back there. But this is bound to be something. Maybe it's even where... Let's see, your lever is. We use the other levers to get access to the basement key, so it makes sense that the basement key would lead us to... Ooh. We're on the other side of this. It looks like I picked the perfect height for getting across this pond from that side. So I get across here like that. Ooh. And since this is pulled out already from the other side, I can go around in here. Yeah, but I've already been here. Currently not that helpful. I can't go down unless I lower the water level. There's no way to retrieve the thing over here. There's like a tunnel over there that suggests some kind of mid-level of water is helpful. I don't have a pump room right now and I can't get to the boat. We have this guy. So every click rotates a bit. I can currently access this side. Which, okay, also has a lever. Alternatively, I could get to that one, which also has a lever. Okay. Oh. Different. Okay, this one makes it go up and down. Which is potentially interesting, but right now does trap me. This room could be complicated. But we should keep in mind that I have access to that room. So I can also line things up with that. This also rotates. Okay. This mostly just means I can go from here to there. Which means I can... Oh, that's a different one than that one. So this is new. Document? Oh. Well, there's the full map, without the fragments having to be a thing. There's the reservoir. I came in through here, did the basement. That's the extended basement. That's the path to the cliffside exit. So that's the weird sealed entrance. If I can figure out how to open it with dynamite, probably. We've seen dynamite before. This is the big clock thing. It goes to 9, the north lever. Okay. So I can go around, but the door directly opposite the reservoir leads to the north lever. The one that looks like the Cerebro Tower, tunnel. Catacombs. We've been there. Solved the puzzle in there. Okay. Might as well keep a screenshot of this ready for later. The mechanarium? The mechanarium has one door for each mechanical room in your house. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the mechanarium to your drafting pool? Yes. One door for every mechanical room in your house. Is there... How many can you have in your house? Does it generate diagonal doors at some point? I don't know how common that is. I assume it counts itself, which is why it has one door by default. So our goal is to go there. Everything else besides that looks like it's just a bunch of levers. So your movement's pretty restricted around here. Do I want to go upstairs? Well, there's a lever that makes me this whole thing go up, but I don't know if I can be on this platform when that's happening. And none of those look like they're doors or do anything. Let's see. So the one with the boxes is where I can go otherwise. That'll connect me from there to there once I raise the platform. So that might be what you need to do. Boom. All right. Hello. Ha. This takes me to what looks like a dead end. Huzzah. Oh. Not a dead end. What does this open? A secret part? Okay, so this attaches to the... this is between the two doors I have access to so far. So now I can go here, here, and here. That's huge. And also confusing a number of options. So I need to work backwards from my goal and see if I can figure out how to connect to it. Foreman's log 608, 5/3/1918. Almost 3 years in the tunnels. SNR has informed me that we will be closing up the site in June. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there is a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be many generations before they are reopened. I need some water. Ooh. Been talking continuously for a long time. Done a few episodes today, but I also did a tabletop thing in the middle. Okay, so our goal is to get to there. That one connects something that's 3 pips away, and this one connects things at a right angle, 2 away. So I think we can connect this to that, right? So it's basically already solved then, I think. It's not that hard. It's just that this cheated a bit and let us out in the middle, which means that I can now rotate it while it's in the raised form, which I couldn't do before because I would have been trapped. Yeah, I think we're basically done now. It sucks that I have the correct water level here, but I can't get to the other side from here. Look at the map again. I can get around. Yeah. There's some finagling to do, but I could move this so that it's no longer trapping me. Maybe not. Wait, I can't even grab it from here. No. But if I get in there again, I might be able to move it so it's back here again, and then I would still be able to manipulate this thing to get around. I'm not sure. I have to manipulate it from that side in order to get it into this tunnel. So that would close me off. I'm also not sure why I want to get to the other side of the reservoir. I've already been on that side, so I guess being on the other side is not that interesting. I mostly just want to drain the reservoir now. I'm not sure how useful the key that opens the basement at the bottom of the fountain even is. But drain the reservoir, so I guess I want to go across because I want to bring the boat over to this side of the reservoir, if it lets me do that. Because if I can bring the boat over here... Oop, hello. This is going off somewhere. Oh, am I losing steps? But if I can bring the boat over to my side, then maybe I can use it to get to that weird tunnel on the side when the reservoir is only half empty. A red chamber, a red door. Some busted shit. I wonder how you power that part. An external view with not a lot of clarity about what to do with it. Minimizing my map that I had open because it was making it so I couldn't see my own recording. Yeah, don't know about this one yet. There's the moon lever. Oh my god. A lot of locked doors. That's how you open it. But how do I get in there? And is that the end of the game? Ooh, does it require a silver key? Is there another key? Am I that close to the end of the game all of a sudden? It almost seems abrupt. Huh. They said a silver key. Sorry, they said the last chamber is how I get the will. That's when I fulfill my thing, at least. I don't know if you need a special silver key to open that door. It looks silver, so maybe you have to get a silver key just to make it a little harder. Looks like we have 8 doors I can open right now just for the sake of it. No. I can't interact with these. Aw. But I've got keys. Let me spend my keys. The music's being very dramatic. Okay. 2 allowance, 11 stars. Huh. What do I do with this run? So I've successfully opened that, but I assume that I need to gain access to this entire area every time I want to do this? And I think I currently can't reach the other side of the water to move the boat around to do anything else with this area. This didn't change. That opened somehow at some point, the red door. The music is very "you're beating the game." But I have mysteries to unravel still, like the mirror room and so on. So I can't currently get around this thing, so I can't push it back. Can't drain this. Yeah, that definitely looks like a tunnel over there, and I imagine just this being empty gives you access to something as well. But unfortunately did not place a pump room. I wanted to. But I did skip multiple... No, I did place a pool. But that was by the end, huh? Yeah. I had more chances than that and just didn't commit when I probably should have. Wondering how far they'll let me push this. Yeah, it's not turning at all. So it never goes over there. I am continually losing steps this whole process, which is a little stressful. Makes you a bit worried about how I might... What's up with these connections? What do they mean? Does the battery pack or something work around here, maybe? But yeah, it's easy to imagine how you might be running around down here and then just like run out of steps and lose while you're in the middle of poking all this stuff. Because they made each route essentially cost X number of steps. And that makes them a bit scarier to navigate. I still have the basement key. Do I have a coat check? I do, right? I should put it back in the coat check, I guess, with my final steps, if I can make it. Because we're still under the assumption that we lose all our items, so I assume the basement key will go away. Because I still would like to use the basement key to explore by opening up the... Let me look at the map again that I brought up. Fountain entrance, tomb entrance. Okay. Okay, so the other key just opens that door that goes from the mountain, the tomb to the fountain. I was right about that part. That's good to know. So to use the fountain entrance, you need to drain the entire fountain. You then have the key in that run, and then you can cross the reservoir if it's set to the exact correct height. And that would let you take the elevator up into the foundation. And that would let you start at the foundation, minus whatever it took to get the key. But it means that you have relatively reliable access to... It's pretty reliable access to the switch. But I'm just not sure if any of this is worth it. I think I should just lower the reservoir water level and just go with that. I don't know if using the other key, the other basement location is useful. Because it's just not that hard for me to reach the foundation on my own. It says does not reset each day, so I assume that also means that I don't lose access to the elevator anymore. Like I just had to unlock it once maybe. But that might be a bit of an obstacle if you have to make the elevator work every single time. Code check is all the way up here. I can probably make it. I think I have no way of preserving my money, unfortunately, and I have a ton of it. And the vault doesn't have a lot of surprises beyond the initial unlock of all the money. Left 2, then up a lot. Over and right. This seems like a room I would put a music sheet in, but maybe not. It does feel like it gets put in rarer rooms. Check item. Basement key. Yeah, I could be wrong, but the basement key seems to be pretty mandatory for unlocking the end of the game, or whatever comes next at least. And it seems like I can't either do it that way, or I have to physically reach the antechamber with the door unlocked and then come back. Which you do have to get there one way or another, so it's not that unreasonable to just get it that way. I don't know if I'm better off just doing that, now that I know the secret. Maybe you are better off just letting the key sit there in the antechamber, but then you just have to accept the idea that you have to run all the way back to the foundation instead of just having it already. I don't know. Lab. You put music note in here. Music sheet. Did I find any more of these? Nope. How'd that's run? Been getting enough that's a little hard to keep track of. I think I need to call it. It kills me that I don't have the place to store the rest in to get me the card. And the roach cellar doesn't have anything to do with money. I have nothing to spend the money on. It's killing me. It's tempting to code check the key card just so I can have access to it more easily. Even though I don't have a trick for how to get to it right now. But then you're still praying to draw the code check. We're down to 5 steps. All right, let's call it a rest. Whew. These are long runs. It's partly my fault. It's me reading things. It's me discussing things out loud and pausing to explain, which makes things take longer. But damn. The Architect's Chateau, just a fucking insane mess of a building. Look how full that is. Very nearly filled the entire thing. But we straight up have doubles of rooms. 6 drafting rooms. That's why it's called that. I think the reading nook counts because it also has a little compass on it. The Chamber of Mirrors. The greenhouse. The library. Other stuff, I guess. Alright. Good night, everybody.